Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be checking out some seriously awesome stories of how AI is being used to, well, make the world a better place.
Absolutely. Some pretty inspiring stuff out there.
Yeah, we've got stories about how AI is protecting endangered animals, making our technology more sustainable, and even helping people with disabilities learn more easily.
Big stuff. And it's like really capturing everyone's attention. We're seeing these stories everywhere, all over the internet. So we're going to, dive in and see why everyone is so excited about these breakthroughs.
Exactly, and hint, hint, one of these stories involves drones.
Always a crowd pleaser.
So, okay, first up, let's talk about this AI system that's being used to protect endangered species in Africa. I was reading this article in AI today, and it just blew me away.
Yeah, this one is pretty amazing.
Yeah, so like imagine Africa's savanna, right?
Mhm.
Like lions and elephants and rhinos, like all these incredible animals, but they're constantly threatened by poaching.
A huge problem.
Right. And now we've got these drones with like crazy high-tech cameras patrolling these huge areas, like constantly
It's
watching.
like having eyes in the sky. For real.
I know. But here's the thing, it's not just the drones, it's the AI.
Right.
Because the drones are gathering tons and tons of data all the time, but it's the AI that's actually analyzing it all.
Right, in real time, which is key.
Yes. So how does that work? Like, what is the AI actually looking for?
So basically, these algorithms are trained on massive amounts of data to be able to spot patterns, patterns that might indicate poaching activity.
Okay.
So like they can detect things like vehicles that are in areas where they're not supposed to be, or
Yeah.
groups of people moving around in ways that just seem suspicious, or even something as subtle as like a campfire that shouldn't be there.
So it's like AI detective work.
Totally.
That's so cool. So instead of just relying on like rangers on the ground, you've got these AI-powered eyes in the sky that are like never sleeping, always watching, covering a huge area.
Exactly. And they're super fast, like way faster than any human could be. As soon as the AI flags something suspicious, park rangers get an alert immediately and they can respond so much quicker.
Wow. So are they actually catching more poachers because of this?
Oh, definitely. The success rate in catching poachers has gone way up. And it's not just about catching the bad guys in the act. This technology is also a huge deterrent. Just knowing that these AI systems are out there watching makes poachers think twice. They know the risks are much higher now.
It's so awesome. It's like giving those animals a fighting chance.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about protecting wildlife, but now let's switch gears a little bit and talk about making our technology itself more sustainable. Because I know, like, we all love our gadgets and the internet and everything, but all that digital stuff takes a lot of energy.
It does, and it's only going to increase.
Yeah, right. And so I was reading about this in AI today as well. They were talking about a new algorithm that was designed to reduce how much energy data centers use.
Yeah, data centers, they're like essential to our digital life, but they're massive energy hogs.
I've heard about that.
A lot of that energy goes into just cooling the servers, keeping them from overheating.
So, like, tons and tons of air conditioning, basically.
Pretty much. But now, this new AI algorithm, it can actually optimize those cooling systems.
How does it do that?
It's constantly analyzing like tons of data, like the temperature inside the data center, the temperature outside, how much load is on the servers at any given moment, even the weather patterns, and it's constantly adjusting the cooling systems to make sure they're running at peak efficiency.
That's pretty wild. It's like having a smart thermostat, but for an entire data center.
Exactly.
So what kind of impact are we talking about here? Like, how much energy can this actually save?
Well, the early results are really promising. We're seeing significant reductions in energy use, and as our demand for data and computing power just keeps growing and growing, this is huge. This can make a real dent in the carbon footprint of our digital world.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a win-win. We get to keep using all our awesome tech, but we can do it in a way that's much, much better for the planet.
I love it. Okay, so now let's talk about AI in education. And this is something that I'm really, really passionate about because, I believe that everyone should have the opportunity to learn and grow no matter what.
100%.
Right. And so I was reading about this new AI tool that was designed to help students with disabilities. And it just sounded so amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, can you imagine how hard it would be to learn if you couldn't see or hear?
It would be incredibly challenging.
Right. And so this tool, it actually uses AI to personalize the learning experience for each student. So how does that work?
So it's all about making the information accessible, regardless of a student's limitations, right? So for example, for a student with a visual impairment, this tool can provide audio descriptions of the text and images that they're trying to learn. So it's like giving them a way to see the information, even if they can't physically see it. And for students who are deaf or hard of hearing, it can actually do real-time sign language translation. So they can follow along with the lecture or whatever it is just as easily as anyone else.
That is incredible. So
Yeah.
it's like the AI is acting as a translator.
Yeah.
It's taking the information and putting it into a format that each student can understand.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just translation, too. It can also adjust the pace of learning, slow it down or speed it up depending on what the student needs. And it can even provide personalized feedback, like highlighting areas where the student might need a little extra help.
Wow. It's like every student gets a custom-made learning experience. That's so cool.
It is. And it's a game changer for these students. It's opening up so many doors that were closed before.
I love it.
It's a beautiful thing.
So it's really amazing, just seeing how AI is being used to address all these different challenges in the world.
It really is.
I mean, it's protecting endangered species, it's making our technology greener, it's ensuring that everyone has access to education. Like, what more could you ask for?
It's truly inspiring to see the potential that AI has to create a better world. And I think we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it makes you wonder, like, what other incredible things will we be able to do with AI in the future? The possibilities really seem endless.
They really do.
Well, on that note, thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive today, and be sure to join us next time. We've always got more cool stuff to explore.
Always. See you then.
See ya.